What's up, YouTube family? Oh my god, I still have my stuff on from court. Took off that jacket. It is a lot going on out here, guys. The courts are like with a fervor. They're moving forward. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of y'all have questions. Email me, booker@bookerlawfirm.com, with your questions so that I can answer them for you. In addition to that, guys, join me on my social media pages. My name is Ali Booker on Facebook. In addition, I am she_ya_lawyer on Instagram, and my TikTok is LegalQTee. Come look for me. Also, like and subscribe to my channel here, guys. Without further ado, let's get this party started. Okay. Let's see what they're writing and asking. It is a lot of family questions, guys. I don't know why. Is there anything that we can do if the opposing party lied in an affidavit? Mother just put in a temporary order request and counter modification. She lied about several things to make her orders and requests be granted. How is she able to do that? Y'all, let me explain something to you guys. At the end of the day, people do... No, how do I explain this? It's not that people do what you let them do. It's that people do what they can get away with. So at the end of the day, if somebody is lying on you and you are unable to prove that they're lying, or there is some sort of reason or way that they believe that, you know, you aren't completely honest with everything that you say, then the judge is going to be inclined, or the fact finder, jury, whomever, is going to be inclined to go for the other person. It's nothing personal. It is what it is. And so, you know, that happens a lot. People say, oh, well, they were lying. Well, if they were lying, then why didn't you say that? Okay, you have to let the courts know that they're lying. Or if you did say that and the courts did not believe you, or the jury did not believe you, they just didn't believe you. It's over. It's okay. You know, you'll get your victory. That's just the way that it works. But you also have to back up everything that you say with evidence. And I this is one reason why I do not like to take cases with clients that I feel like when I start to investigate the case, if what they say does not line up, I will call them out on it. And if they get an attitude with me about it, they can be dismissed. Because at the end of the day, everything, when you mess up your credibility, when you have no credibility, then every single thing that you say has to be corroborated by tangible evidence. And that sucks. Because sometimes it isn't tangible evidence to be able to prove what you're saying. It's just testimony. But once you're caught in one lie, it inhibits you from being able to put your best foot forward within your case, because everything that you say at that point is looked at kind of sideways. It's like, I don't know, because you were lying. I don't know if I believe that. Does that paperwork say exactly that? Yeah, no, I can't trust you. And people just can't trust you. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. We just move on, especially in family cases, guys. I mean, things happen. You just have to move on with life, period. I do understand it is dealing with a child. And sometimes children, if they talk to the judge, tell the judge things, and the judge makes their decision based on that. And it may be nothing that, you know, either parent has done. Okay? So, you know, it's lots of reasons. But without more information, that's pretty much all I can give you all. Let's move on to the next. If my final hearing ended up not resulting in a final divorce, and I don't agree with the orders, what can I do? It's been 2 years since my ex has seen our child, did not pay child support, and was abusive. He was ordered to do one counseling session and then have every other week visitation unsupervised. He was ordered to pay back child support, but the judge denied it. Judge said that Alex can pick our child up at my house, and I have to pick him up from my ex's house for visitation. Okay. This is what y'all, we don't always understand why judges do what they do. Okay? We don't always get along with the judges. We don't always like what they're saying. Sometimes they do this and they, you know, and it upsets us. But I want you all to understand that they're just kind of trying to do their jobs. Okay? They hear a lot of shit all day. Okay? They hear a lot of things. They see a lot of things. And they see more than you do. Okay? Because all they do is hear cases and hear people's bull crap day after day. So what happens is they become acclimated to bullshit. And so when they see it, they kind of know it as soon as they see it. As soon as they start to hear it. And it's not that they're being disrespectful to you or anything. It's just that, ma'am, you sound petty. I'm sorry. Let me just tell you how I feel. You're saying it's been 2 years since your ex has seen the child. Then, honey, he needs to see the child. You're saying he doesn't pay child support. He was abusive. I'm pretty sure the court is ordering him to pay child support. I'm pretty sure he's not abusing you anymore. You have primary custody. What more do you want? Okay? He was abusive against you. I don't think he's abusive against the child, because if he was, I don't see them ordering him to do 1 counseling session and then being with the child every other weekend as supervised. So he was ordered to do 1 counseling session. Then that should tell you something, girl. He may not need much counseling. They just want you to shut up. Because I have never heard of somebody asking someone to do 1 counseling session other than to shut them up. You want to do counseling? Okay, so do 1. Okay? Unsupervised visits after that. So that's what it seems like to me that the judge did to you. I know you may not want to hear that. I'm just being straight up and honest with you. The judge may not like you. And not personally. I think the judge is just not on your side with respect to the orders. Like, you're saying he was ordered to pay back child support, but the judge denied it. The judge denied it, so he was never ordered to pay back child support. If that makes sense. So you wanted back child support, and the judge said no, for whatever reason. And it probably was, I don't know. But generally, when they don't allow back child support to be given, it's because there was an issue with whether or not that child was that man's. Or he was trying to pay, you wouldn't accept the money. Or he didn't know where in the world you were with his child to pay you. And if those things occur, you ain't getting no back. You ain't. I'm just going. You ain't. Hell, y'all know I'm black. You can see me. You ain't getting no child support, girl. Girl, you ain't getting nothing. Okay? You can't run with people's kids, be gone, people looking for you, and then you're gonna be like, I need, pop out of nowhere when you want child support, and now you need back child support, but they have not been able to find you in 3 years. You're not gonna be able to do that, ma'am. And I mean, if he can pick the child up at your house, that's probably because all standard possession orders in Texas, most of the time, the child is picked up from the home of the person who has primary managing conservatorship of the child, which would be you. But you were pitching such a bitch fit, and I know that you were, because why are you having to go to his house to pick the child up? That's not normal. So to me, the code is set up, the Texas Family Code is set up for the parent that bears the brunt of raising the child. Most of the time, not to have to get up and move. The parent who ain't doing shit, you got to pick up and you got to drop off and bring back to the parent that does everything. But in your case, he's picking up the child from your house. And then when the visitation is over, you go pick the child up from the ex's house. Sounds to me like you didn't want him at your house. And you wanted to drop the child off and pick the child up. And the judge doesn't believe that you gonna drop the child off to begin with. So the judge is letting the man know where you stay and telling the man to go pick the child up to make sure that man gets the visits. I think, based on just this blurb that you've given me, that you denied visitation to this gentleman. And that's just absolutely it, ma'am. And you can't do shit like that to people and then think you're gonna prosper from it. And if you didn't learn that shit in kindergarten, don't email me to learn it, because you're going to get a hard lesson over here. Girl, you cannot do evil shit, people, and expect for nothing bad to happen to you. Bump the court. Bump your ex. Bump all these people. When I say bump, I say remove them. Okay? Let's remove all that shit out the way. Girl, what kind of karma do you think you're going to get keeping a child from their parent? What kind of karma do you think that is? What kind of karma? What do you think the universe is going to send your damn way after you've done that to the child and to the parent, to the father? The child don't have nothing to do with what's going on with you and him, and if he beat your ass and all this stuff. Child just wants to be loved by as many people as possible. Don't deny that child that. Girl, I'm going to hold you in contempt of my court, and I need you to move around. Girl, let it go. Just let it go. You're not getting back child support. And now you done talked yourself into driving to Alex's house. Girl, what if Alex moves on the very edge of the damn county? You ain't thinking about that. You're running your mouth so much and you're messing yourself up. What if Alex moves to the next county? You are ordered to go pick that child up, girl. So if Alex drives 2 miles to come get the child, guess who has to drive 2 miles to drop the child off when you should have just let Alex do it? But you was so, oh, I'm abused. I don't want him to know where I stay. He's done these things to me. He's going to come to my house with all this shit. Until the judge was like, you know what? Okay, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. And then Alex was like, no, don't do that, because she's never going to drop the child off, because she didn't drop the child off for years, Your Honor. I know where she was. And the judge said, okay, I know what I'm going to do. And so when the judge ruled, the judge decided, okay, Alex, I understand what you're saying. Based on the evidence before me, I do believe that she will probably do that shit. So you go pick the child up. That way your ass can make sure you get your child. Hey, you, petty bitch. No, I'm just, petty woman. Since you don't want him to know where you stay, and you want to go pick the child up and drop the child off, I'll just let you pick the child up. Okay, everybody happy? The judge kind of did the same thing to you that they did with this counseling session. This one counseling session. You see what I'm saying? You kept whining and whining and whining. So they're just like, okay, bloom, now shut up. And judges will do that from time to time. And when I notice that they start to do that to me or my client, I just sit down and it's like, fuck it. They're not going to do it. They're not. So, with that being said, I'm going to adjourn court because those 2 little questions took too long of a time. But that's how it is here when it's family questions being posed. Again, like, subscribe. Booker@bookerlawfirm.com is my email, and you guys have a fantastic week. Been missing you guys, been in trial, but it's good to see you all. Bye.